And what about another interesting topic is the Alun Wyn Jones situation, Matt? He's now somehow back. America recovery, training with Wales. They're making a decision by the sounds of it today or tomorrow, whether he flies back out to South Africa and rejoins the Lions. Seems, I know people can do a lot of things. It's some willpower and strength for him to do that, obviously with the physios and doctors, etc. But what do you make of this?
Well, mate, look, let's if we cut this up a little bit, he is one tough human being. Now, did you see him when he did it? And anyone who's separated a shoulder, you're in agony. And the guy's sitting there like he's, having a cup of tea on a Saturday.
Thought he broke his fingernail.
Yeah. Holds the trophy up one hand, other hand's there. But, man, what's the big deal about it? Stop worrying, Like he's a hard man. And he's proven that over more than a decade. And, if he hasn't, just for everyone, there's degrees of injuries on your shoulder. Now, he might be able to, it sounds like he needs an operation, he might be able to put that off and get through. I don't know. Full contact of a test match, the way you've got to get your arm around in scrummaging and lineouts, tackling in the ruck. If he gets another blow on it, does it come out again? I think there's a lot of question marks, but they'll be giving him every opportunity. I'm quite surprised. He may just come along to put pressure on everyone. It might be another one of Gaddy's little mind games on Connor and on the whole squad, especially the second rows, to say, come on, it's not over yet. You got to keep fighting for your positions. I don't know, but it is quite, whatever way, if he actually gets back on the field, that is, we use the word miraculous occasionally, but that is miraculous. There was no chance he was going to ever play on this tour again after he was injured in Japan. Here he is. Who knows?
You made a good point there. This week in the second row, it's Maro, Itoje and Iain Henderson. They'll how will they be feeling if they're hearing Alun Wyn Jones might be flying back in? Because if he flies back, I presume he's going to be in the squad, if not start.
I think Henderson more than Maro would be very concerned, because I think that's where Wyn Jones that's who he'd replace. Mm-hmm. I think that is the starting Test second row, and I think Johnny May's on the bench. Johnny Hill, sorry, not Johnny May's a winger. Johnny Hill's on the bench. So I think Hendo will want a very big game against two very good South African second rowers, and B, hope Wyn Jones doesn't make it back, because that would be the position that goes. And I think Henderson's had a great tour. I think he's played really, really well. And he's, with his leadership and his captaincy, and it'd be interesting to see who's calling that line out as well. See, that's a very, very big responsibility in the team, is the person who calls the lineouts, especially against South Africa, because their lineout skills are just so extraordinary. They're right up there with the best in the world, if not the best lineout team at international level in the world. And what that is, it's speed on the ground and looking for space. So you would come into a lineout and you would have a call. But if the defence changes, as they do, then you, as a lineout caller, you have to look for the space and recall that and get that information. And you have to do it very quickly, and everyone has to be on board with it. You get the calls wrong and you lose that lineout. You lose a number of lineouts, you lose a test. There is like a crucial number in a game that if you lose that number of possessions, you won't win that game. So Hendo's ability to call in the line, I think, is a big plus for him. If Wyn Jones comes back, he'd take over that role. So it's on the field and off the field. I think it's a very big day for the